Hello and welcome to another Deck Tech with LadyLavinias. My name is Kat, and in this one we are going to be featuring a deck I like to call Gatling Gun. Now, Gatling Gun is an interesting and really fun deck. It has a Yorion as a companion just to have 80 cards. We are going to be self-milling. So we're going to be using the Wand of Vertebrae, that is a tap to mill a card. We use Stitcher's Supplier, as well as Ashiok, and Liliana, Death's Majesty. The idea is to mill as many cards as possible, specifically artifacts, so that they can come back with Triumphant Reckoning. Triumphant Reckoning is a 9-mana sorcery that says return all artifact, enchantment, and planeswalker cards from the graveyard to the battlefield. So the idea is to have one of these Fire Weavers, this Reckless Fire Weavers, out on the board, and then when you bring everything in, Panharmonicon will also trigger, doubling its effects, and pewing, pew pew pew, your opponent to the face. We have some things to keep us alive as well. We have these lovely Noxious Gearhulks and these Combustible Gearhulk that will just help us for what we want to do. We have lots of Wrath effects, Wrath of God, as well as Doomskars, just to keep us alive. And Redain's Protector Shield, so that we can just make sure that we stay alive. We also are running 2 Cosmos Elixirs, just to keep those life and to draw us more cards, as well as Fountain of Renewals, which are cheap artifacts that will keep us alive with that. Small little life gain. So hopefully, games will be good, and we'll get into the deck a little bit. So now, we are going to be looking for any of that early mana ramp. We want some stones, so anything that will help us get that colorless up, we will. Since it is 9 mana to cast the Triumphant, it just takes a little while to set up, but most of that setup is in self-mill, so hopefully it'll be okay. Don't love this hand, because again, it doesn't have any ramp, but we do have 2 Wrath effects in our hand, and early on, that actually might do the job. Taking up an Ashiok is wonderful for us. Oh, we're gonna get this Godless Shrine in tapped, and then next turn be able to foretell with the Doomskar. Hedron Archive, amazing pickup for us. Exactly what we needed. To get that ramp in, but that Doomskar is going to be able to protect us. Looks like it's mono green, or they're just not finding their other color. Thankfully, opponent's being very slow, which will help us. Next turn, because they haven't played any creatures, there's no reason to Doomskar, so we're going to get that Ashiok in, and Ashiok is going to begin the lovely self-milling. Alright, so we got 2 Gearhulks, that was a decent one. 2 lands, unfortunately, we are a little bit focused on lands. Again, we need some of that, but Feldar Retreat coming down. Going to be doing lots and lots of work for us, for our opponent. But what we're gonna do is we're going to self-mill a bunch more, and then I think I want to get the Archive in, at least for now. That way we can easily get that Liliana and be able to defend and block and wait for that Wraths that we might need. Right now it's not so scary. I know Ashiok is going to be hit for 2, or just removed, but I think it should be okay. Okay, so Ashiok is going to be removed, but Ashiok did enough work and also is a nice little distraction from my face. So I will take it. And those Doomskar is going to be very important for us. So what I think I'm going to do here, just to save for the Doomskar, we don't need to use more mana than we need to, so we're just gonna go straight Wrath here, and that leaves us with 3 mana. Actually, if we do this, we have 1, 2, 3, and then we can do 4. You know what? That's actually better. Because we can get this in, and we can Wrath. Bye. Alright, so that's one Scoot Swarm dealt with. Cosmos Elixir. That's fine with me. We have enough to do both, which is nice. We also have enough to do this and then into Lily, which I think is just better. Look at that value. Wonderful, wonderful value. I'm gonna continue to mill cards. We don't really need to do much. Now we can return things if we need to, so this Combustible Gear Hulk might come back, depending on what I'm feeling like. Got a lot of options. I think I'm just going to Wrath here. Get rid of that giant. Then I have 1, 2, 3. I have enough to do everything. So I get, because Panharmonicon is on here, I get double triggers for the Combustible Gear Hulk. So they either take a lot of damage, or I get to draw all of the cards. That's 9. They're lucky they got a land. Yeah, I would also let me draw. Except that one would have been better for them. Oh well. Pew 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 pew! And pass the turn. Tiny pews. Now we didn't get the Triumphant Reckoning. We still haven't seen it, actually. It's weirdly, it has not even got that. Destroy all creatures. Okay, they're all dead. Bad, but that's fine. Okay. What do I want to do? I can plus. I want to plus this for now. Let's cycle this. We'll do our own Cosmos Elixir. Will I be able to? No, I can't draw, so. And, we'll wait. Alright, so far so good. If I was opponent, I know that they wanted the life and stuff, but if I had the Cleansing Nova, I might just kill my whole board. Because mine is really scary. I know they didn't. Ashiok says you can't do that. Sorry, the opponent. Ashiok says no. Alright, so now you will actually be able to see it. So I'll take this one, and then you get all of these triggers back, and one. Do this. And Combustible Gear Hulk times a lot. We have 2 Panharmonicons out. So it's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 routes. Now, we didn't get to, unfortunately, have our Fire Weavers. They were murdered by our opponent's Cleansing Nova, but we did have enough. I think I could have Liliana'd to -3 to bring them back to get them all, to get all those Fire Weaver triggers, but I knew I was gonna have lethal anyway, so that's how the deck goes. So that's the first game. That was a lot of fun. We were able to control it because of those early wraths, thankfully. Scoot Swarm is very spooky, and I did not want to deal with it. Liliana is a very nice include into this deck. As you can see, you can either bring things back for her -3. She brings those Fire Weavers back, or she can just bring back one of the Combustible Gear Hulks or Noxious Gear Hulks. The reason we don't have the white Gear Hulk is because you choose one thing and then sacrifice the rest, and we have enough Wrath effects that we don't really need it. It actually could be a detriment to us because we have enough artifacts and enchantments. Like, we want as many artifacts and enchantments as possible. Okay, so this isn't a terrible hand. We can work with this. We have 2 check lands, but we do have a Triome. Hello, opponent. So I do want to get that Stitcher Supplier going. Probably what I'm gonna do. I could do the Doomscar, but or no, I want the Stitcher Supplier. I could get the Fireweaver out and then, or Doomscar and then get the Fireweaver and then Stitcher Supplier next turn, but I think I just want to do this, even though it's a little off. I think I want to save the Fireweavers, especially if I have a Doomscar. Like, opponent has problems. We're gonna get Ashiok going first. Self-mill a bunch. I will attack. They're probably not blocking. I would, sure. They gain 1, but like that's fine, because I get to mill a little bit more. And now I don't have any worry about my wraths. Okay. Let's do this first. Unfortunately, that hit 2 of our Fire Weavers, which is not where we want to be. But happens. Just wrath these out. Goodbye. Alright, there's a veto. So I'm going to have to do... Actually, what I could do is this. Into this. That's better. Foretell. Alright, Ashiok, you did your job. Thank you very much. You will be remembered. Alright, so we're gonna go destroy all. And then Reckless Fireweaver to Fountain. Using our mana efficiently. Tip a coin. I love the Swindler. She's so cool. That art is, like, amazing. Alright, well, in this case, I'm just gonna do this. It still counts as an artifact for the Fireweaver, which is nice. That one can go. I can pop him for 1. Slowly gaining the life back that I lost from the Fountain. Opponent doesn't seem to have anything. Nice. We're gonna have Panharmonicon come in, which will double the Fireweavers. Little tiny bullets damage. Opponent doesn't have a single thing. Alright, another pew pew. And I will bring the Yorion in to finish off the game. This is more fun. Pew 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 pew. There we go. That's what I want to do. Even if it's not the same thing, Yorion does the same thing. I can bounce it. Alright. that was a good game too. We'll continue to show the deck. You can see it in different lights. Sometimes you need to win by damage. Those Noxious Gear Hulks keeping us alive. Not only does it kill something, like that troll, not only did it kill it, I also gained 8 life from it, which is just insane. This deck does have some problems, though. There are some things that it does not do well. So I'm gonna see if we can find one of those, like... Perfect... Is this... Oh, this is... I don't know if this is, artifact one. I will go get a swamp just to make sure that I can get these Stitchers out. We're gonna be looking for a land for the chromatic or a white, specifically for these. It is. So this is a deck that I do extremely poorly with. So it'll be a great viewing thing. I guess I could have gone double this, but I'd rather get the chromatic out. Because I can still do this chromatic supplier. Because the reason that I do this deck does really poorly against this one is because there's the Karn that stops all of the artifacts that I have. So, big problems. Looks like we kind of lost the music here. But this is going to be a good example of a deck that I don't do well with. Just so you can watch it, like, play. There's certain ones that just are too much. Ah, there's an Ugin. That's a good example. Anything with an Ugin. Essentially. Anything with an Ugin. I don't do super great with. So this will kind of like offset each other, so I'm going to be gaining 2 and it's going to be doing 3. Ah, there's the Mystic Forge. So this is where this deck pops off and things. It is pretty much game over here. But we're going to see if I can do something with it. I'm going to try. I like putting in effort for this. Do that. If they start going crazy with the Mystic Forge, I will let it go. Oh, the other Ugin. Alright. Hello. They're looking for their Karn. Because they need the Paradox engine from the Karn. Alright. Oh, Lithoform engine's nice. So, I think 5. I don't know enough to do everything. I may as well have some fun, though. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna go out my way. I don't think it really matters to gain the 2 life at this point. So when you do that with Yorion, you actually miss the trigger on the Cosmos Elixir, which is kind of sad. But then you can see, like, so it would be optimal not to use the Cosmos Elixir in that scenario. Well, they killed the Ugin, so that's something. Oh, that's cool. They use the lithoform engine to copy the -10 on the Ugin. I do like that. Oh, there's the Karn. Interesting. I've never actually seen the lithoform engine go with an Ugin -10. That's pretty cool. Unfortunately, Ulamog is being cheated in, so it does not actually on cast. It doesn't do the damage, so I mean, on cast doesn't exile two permanents. So they don't get that, but they still get about everything else, which I love. I'm gonna let opponent probably enjoy this one last turn. Oh, Helm of the Host. I could also die to Mill. That sounds also pretty fun. I mean, I am very dead, but I'm gonna let opponent enjoy themselves, I think. Yeah, you know what? I'll let them do it. Game. There we go. Attack. So it's gonna mill me for 40. Oh, that's not enough, actually. Wait, no, it's a top 20. Oh, that's cool. It also copies that, so it's actually 60. That's perfect. Nice. Very cool. Good game. How do I wanna die? I wanna die to Mill. I would like to die to Mill. Very good game. Although it is nice to be able to choose one's own death, right? If I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna go out the way that I choose to go out. Alright. We died very quickly to the Ugin, but it was pretty fun to watch the lithoform engine go out. Sometimes you just let your opponent enjoy the game, right? I want to enjoy the game, sometimes I just let opponent have some fun. We have all of our top end, so I don't really love this hand. I don't think I'm gonna be keeping this. This has only check lands, and unfortunately we don't have that, but still think I'm going to choose it. Probably just do this. We're on the draw, so maybe we can draw into something. Oh. Okay, hold on. Looks like it's a... I would like to do this. If we can get a 1 land, we can go Chromatic, Lantern, Panharmonicon, and then Stitcher. Would be wonderful. That way, the Stitcher can get it twice. Alright, it looks like they're making it. Wonderful. So I could do this. I think I have to wait a turn. I could play the Supplier now, but I think I just want the double effects from the Panharmonicon. I'm being a little greedy there. I might just have done the Ashiok instead. But it's okay. That's nice to see, at least. So I think I do have to do this and wait a little bit. I need one more land for the Panharmonicon Stitcher. Oof. Hitting both of our Fire Weavers, not ideal. But maybe this will distract them a little bit. We will probably need a Wrath relatively soon. Yep, so it distracted them from my face, which is nice. Okay. Now we can go Panharmonicon and Stitcher Supplier. Wow, that was a very bad one. It was all lands. Oh no, that's very unfortunate. I mean, that's what happens when you self-mill, you have no idea. Alright, if I do this, I have enough to go with the Ashiok too. What I want to do. Again, more distractions for my face. That was a decent one. I'm gonna say no attacks because this gets bigger, so it'd be worse for us. Pridemate. That was a very weird thing. Why wouldn't you do 3-4 attack this and then 2 to my face? And you can do whatever you want, opponent. I'm just saying that, like, I would have done that differently. I'm 1 short from being able to do this. Bad. Alright, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's bad. I needed this to die. I might have to use the revival to get... Might just die. Activate this. I need to draw cards. Wraths. Wrath. I need a Wrath. Ow. I'm dead. Alright, so we're dead because of the Blood Artist is here. If I had a Wrath, I could have done it, but even if I drew a Wrath now because of that, I was still very dead. Alright, so that is good game. I needed to block the Pridemate there. If I had blocked the Pridemate, I think I should have been able to live. Faith's Feathers was the killer. Okay. That's fair. Yeah, we just needed a Wrath, but didn't find it. We'll try it one more time. Or, yeah, a little bit more than one. Not a hand I really like either. All the Gear Hulks in that one. Alright, this one isn't terrible. I also have my Reckoning in hand, so I can fine with just killing without worry. I think in this case, we probably put back the Gear Hulk. Although that is very good, but we'll find more gear. I believe. All we have to hope for is not a turn 1 Thoughtseize. Ah, another very heavy life gain deck. So hopefully this Fireweaver will be able to hold this speaker back. And next turn we will be able to get the Chromatic Lantern out as well. Thankfully, we were on the play, so we went first, which would have been needed for this. Solid Priest. Spooky. We are going to get our lantern out. Nice. Great. The priest is essentially a pride mate, so a little bit of a worry. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna get the archive to go 6. That, which will be... Looks like opponent. I have stopped them, which is wonderful. Oh, this is great. Alright, we can go archive into Mind Stone. Oof. A+. Alright, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We haven't milled anything, so I'm not gonna obviously reckoning, but I wanted to count it. I do this, then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just short. So we are gonna do this. And get our Gear Hulk in. Let's decide if they're going to let us mill or draw cards. Either way is good for us. Plus this is a 6/6 with first strike, which is great. Very well, so we'll thin out our deck. Swamp. We will wait. I think there might be a Wrath coming, even though it's in the priests. I don't know of that many things that have it where... Oh, there's no stop, like, foretell. It's super weird to me. I can do this. You. And then I can do this and get the Orient in. What I wanted. We don't really need to do much. I'm going to bring this in. And, we will play... Alright, let's see what was milled. Our Elixir and our Chromatic. Okay. Got all of those. We're gonna do this. Hit for 1. Then I'm actually gonna do this. Get in for 6. And then we're going to bring this one back. Boop. And gain 2 life. Shepherd. Got it. Cycle this. Wonderful. Alright, so I think we should be good to go now. Go Panharmonicon. And then this should be enough. Alright, that is 42 triggers. Win the game. Victory. Alright. That was pretty good. So you kind of saw what the deck was like. It's a lot of fun. We're gonna go take a look at it again. Alright, so yeah, the Liliana, really nice to bring back the Fire Weaver just in case to set things up. It was really great. I'm glad that it worked out for the games that we had. I hope you liked this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It really means a lot to the channel. I'm just starting to grow. So until next time, bye friends!